Hello, Steph Brown here. In this video, I will be attempting to answer a challenge, which is to make a toy for children that promotes creativity. I've been searching for inspiration for this project for about a week, and I found it upon my shelf of nonsense back here. On this shelf of nonsense, if you can see, is a little snowman. And this snowman, I made it from an old sock, and it's filled with rice. And I thought it would be great to make a ball filled with rice, because it's squishy and it's malleable. And not only that, they're stackable. And so it would be building spheres. How fun would it be to build something with a spherical shape? That's what I'm going to attempt to make. This will be my third attempt at this project, as I'm just really not very good at sewing. I did get myself a pattern this time, so hopefully it's more successful. Why don't you come join me and let's see if I can do it. I'm going to be using an old skirt. I'll need to iron it first, because working with wrinkled fabric is really hard. Okay, so now I had the fabric ironed well enough, I'm going to go ahead and cut out these template patterns, these patterns. So I thought to myself, how am I going to get that inner seam? And so I'm going to cut out the inside. Now if I pin this down, I think the best way will be to just pick away at the seam. To get a hole, first you come off pretty easy. So pull it so I can see the threads, and then slide the blade. Now just do that for the entirety of the skirt on multiple diamonds. And I need to follow this inside line, match them up, and sew. You can see that they don't really match. Well, I've never used a pattern before, so this is what happens. Anyway, follow along. Looks good. Getting messy. Make sure I'm not sewing onto other bits. Fold it all out of the way. Here it is. I put it in right side out now. And I made a ball. Look at that. I did it. Funnel takes forever. Tie it off, and then finish filling. Finish stitching it up. Okay. That's pretty nice. Pretty pleased with that. I'm going to stuff this one with some cotton batting. Alright, so here it is, the final product. They are stackable, malleable spheres. Just as intended. They might be poorly executed, but that's just my skill set being lower than what is required for this toy. I do believe that it will promote creativity in at least 3 ways. First, it is child-directed. There is no indication of what this toy is intended use. This could be, perhaps they'll stack them, but perhaps they'll just roll them around. It's up to the child to really just engage with the toy on their own terms and direct their own learning. And furthermore, it's also a toy that really is active. I mean, children need to be active participants in order to engage with this toy, regardless of what they do with it, if they use this as a manipulative or as a throwing game or as something to build with. What matters is that they need to physically pick it up, deal with the weight in their hands. The act of throwing is definitely going to happen because it is really inviting to throw this. I just really want to throw it. So yeah, that's another way that it promotes creativity, is the active component. Thirdly would be that it promotes collaboration. This toy, if there were multiples of each type, plenty to go around and to build something with. Building toys really are great as a solo toy, but they also bring people together. They can collaborate on how to make something, how to bring their imagination to life. Ways that I would promote their creativity with this toy. Let's say they didn't engage with it at all. They didn't understand what to do with it. But then we read a story like The Three Little Pigs, and I would then ask them if they could build a house out of mud or a house out of sticks, and we would go around and see what items they could use to build with. I would discourage using Legos just to see if they would think of possibly using these as building materials. Another thing I would do to promote creativity would be, let's say that they do use them for building and they make themselves, this is my mud snowman. Oh, I'm happy with it, I'm done, and then the teacher comes over, and as a teacher I would say, oh, you made a mud snowman out of those. Now, what else do you think we can use these for? We could just brainstorm different ways to use these toys. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Definitely something better executed than what I did here, but still, I think it gets the point across of what a toy that can promote creativity might look like.